All right, are you ready to start your online business? Finally. I know you've been thinking about it for a while, but now you know it's time, right? With everything going on in society and the economy, more people than ever right now are realizing that the smart thing to do is to take ownership over your own financial future, so that you're not reliant on other people, the government, the corporate world to actually take care of you and your family. So more people than ever are starting online businesses right now than ever in the history of the world. But that being said, where do you start? What actually works? What doesn't? Where should you be spending your money and investing in learning so that you actually know what you're doing? I'm gonna go over the 4 steps, the 4 different models that there are in the online business world right now, and everything that you need to know about the 4 different models so that you can actually make a decision on which one's best for you. So the first thing that I want you to understand when it comes to building an online business is there's really a divergence of the 2 main players in the online business space. You have on one side the product space. This is e-commerce space, building physical products and manufacturing things to sell on things like Amazon or on your website through direct marketing. And then you have the services or information space. And we're gonna get deeper into this one in just a second. But the first thing that I wanna hit on is products or e-commerce, right? So this is where you're actually manufacturing a physical product that people want to buy. For example, yoga mats, or let's say headphones, or a tool that people are using, something that's hot and gimmicky right now, right? A physical product that people want to buy. Now there's several things that you need to understand about the e-commerce space and physical products. The first thing that you need to understand is it is absolutely massively scalable, right? One of my good friends is a master at selling e-commerce stuff on Amazon and online and all over the place. One of his companies recently was picked up by Shark Tank and Mark Cuban. They paid a couple $1 million to invest with him. Now the company is actually worth 9 figures. So when he sells that company, he's gonna make a lot of money. But the thing that you need to understand about the e-commerce space is it's not a profitable business up front. It takes time. Right now, he's invested 3 years into that company, and he makes less than the average high school teacher on a monthly basis. Because all of his money goes back into reinvesting into the product line, buying goods, helping pay for new manufacturing, helping pay for marketing to scale the product. So when it comes to products, e-commerce businesses tend not to be cash flow businesses. Now there's always the exceptions, but they tend not to be good for cash flow and immediate income. They tend to be good for big net profit down the line when the company sells. All right. That also being said, they can be incredibly complex because you have to deal with physical goods, physical materials, stuff being shipped in from overseas, putting together, bottling, all sorts of different things going on. So there's a lot of complexity when it comes to putting together physical products. That being said, it is absolutely one of the most scalable online business models out there. But that's not the place that we like to play in. We like to go after services for several reasons, and I'm gonna dig into that right now. So the first set of services that you need to be aware of is what's referred to as self-study courses, right? Self-study, this is an online product or information product. I'm sure you've bought one at some point. You go online, you buy a product for $97, $297, whatever it is, and it's you do it at your own time, on your own pace. Nobody's helping you with it. It's information, right? Now the great part about this, the great part about self-study courses is they're, again, massively scalable, very easy to deliver. Because if you start a self-study course around your area of expertise, right, you don't actually have to have one-on-one communication with a lot of people. They just go through the program and they're able to do the thing, right? But there's a lot of problems with self-study, right? Problem number 1, 95% of people actually do not complete self-study courses and get results. So a lot of people, even though they have the information is not transformation. Number 2, they're lower dollar value products, so $97 or $297 instead of higher tickets, say $2,000, $3,000, which we'll get into some of that stuff up here, right? And the other thing that you need to understand is when you're going for self-study, if you have a lower price point like $97, that means in order to get to income levels like 6 figures, you have to sell 100 of those every single month. So the sheer volume here has to go up. And if you've never sold 100 of any product, it's a lot easier said than done. Most of the time, you have to have a really big audience, or you have to be really good at paid advertising and marketing in order to get this to convert. But for a lot of starting entrepreneurs, this is actually really difficult to do because you don't have a big audience. You don't have any experience with paid advertising or anything like that. We have this dream of just putting together some information into a course, but then you try and sell it and you end up selling none of them. The average self-study course sells less than $1,000 worth. Most people don't realize this. So the second one that we're going to dig into, which is our personal favorite, which is a done-with-you service, otherwise known as coaching or consulting. Now these you can work in the higher ticket ranges of 2K, 3K, 5K, 8K, 10K, even 25K and above some of our clients have been able to charge in the done-with-you services space. So basically this is coaching or consulting somebody to get a result. You can actually take a self-study program and add in some coaching and consulting so that you can scale it and you can actually get much better results, much higher levels of transformation for people. And rather than being able to charge $97, you can actually charge prices like 3 to 10K, right? So this is one of our personal favorite spaces, obviously the coaching and consulting space, because number one, you can start at higher prices right from the beginning. Number two, it's easier to sell 3 people at 3K than 100 people at $97. And number four, you actually see a lot better results. Right? So this is one of our favorite spaces to play. Now the last model that I want to dig into is done-for-you services. Now this is where you take complete ownership over an outcome, over a solution for someone. For example, there's social media agencies out there that are done-for-you services. You hire them for 2K, 3K, 5K a pop, and they take care of all your social media, all the posting, all the networking, all the content, growing your channel, right? It's a done-for-you service. They completely take care of the outcome for you. And the done-for-you services, this is where you can charge the highest amount because they're recurring revenue. You can charge 2K a month for a year, 2 years, 5K a month for years, right? This is where you hit the highest level of income. But in order to get into that level, you have to have the service that can actually deliver on the outcome that you're giving. Otherwise, you cannot keep clients around. So this takes a lot more upfront work. It takes a lot more resources to get it off the ground, right? So there's benefits in every one of these 4 different models. But our personal favorite, done-with-you coaching and consulting. Now the reason that we love done-with-you coaching and consulting is because no matter where you're at, no matter how far along you are in your entrepreneurial journey, you can get this up and running in the next few weeks, even a couple of months. You can be able to charge prices like 3K, 5K, even 8K for your services, even if you have no sales experience, you have no prior marketing, no network or anything. And if you get great results and you do this properly, you can scale a done-with-you service to 7 figures, even 8 figures and beyond. And it's very profitable and cash flow friendly. So you actually have the money to do with it as you please rather than waiting 3 to 5 years to actually cash in on the result. So if you're looking at any of these different business models, be sure to figure out what one works best for you. But in our opinion, you know where it's at. I'm Zander Fryer, and remember, you didn't sign up for easy, you signed up for impact.